Want to make some really cool images for Design Space? We'll use dingbats. I mean fonts. What do you think I meant? Hi, you may be trying to learn how to do some really fun designs that you've seen SVGs available to purchase or even free downloads online. But you can do a lot of these yourself, and the thing that can help you is using Dingbat fonts. Yes, really. They're called Dingbat fonts. What those fonts are is it is an image in place of a letter. So I'm going to show you how you can do this. I'm going to show you with one of my very favorite um, websites. It's called the font, and you can see over here there's all these really amazing dingbat fonts, and there's a lot, so I'm not going to take the time to go through, but I'm just going to have a look here for shapes. And you can see right already on the first page, just on shapes, there's a lot of interesting things. And this isn't the complete set of fonts that are available, but what you can do is double click on the name. And when you scroll down, you're going to see all the different dingbat fonts that the artist has created. So now I'm not particularly interested in that one, so let's go back. But when I scroll down, I know that when I make a lot of designs, I like to have little things, doodads like this. I don't even quite know what you call them. So I want to go ahead and download little pinky doodles. I'm going to have another look to see what all is available. And these all look like useful little images I could use when I create some cute little signs or something for a coffee mug. Now, the fact that there's a bunch of question marks here means that we're getting a free download of some of the author's fonts. And if you want the full all the fonts, you do have to pay for them, which is understandable. But at this point in time, you can go ahead and at least get those free ones. So you're saying, well, that's great. How do I do that? So let's click on download, and you're going to see your little download on the bottom. So you're going to double click on that, and you are going to need to extract all. So let's go ahead and extract all, select a destination, and I've selected C destination. And when you extract, you're going to get another screen that probably looks an awful lot like the first one, but this is the one you want. So you need to right click on the actual name of the font, which is Little Pinky Doodles. And right here you have install for all users. So you want to click on that, and it's going to install this onto your computer. And now it's done. This is pretty easy. So the other thing you can do is when you double click on the name, you are going to get this thing that you can print. And if you install from here, most of the time it will show up in your design space. Sometimes it doesn't. But if you happen to use Inkscape for designing, the font will not show up in Inkscape if you design from here, which is why I suggest the one step further and install for all users. So I have so many fonts downloaded from the font that I initially started printing a page of all the fonts I had, and then I had so many. So I just stop doing it. So at this point now, that font is loaded into my system. So if you have done that and your Cricut Design Space is open, and you go in to look for it, it's not going to be there. So you're going to have to close Cricut Design Space and then reopen it. And so I'm going to open my Cricut Design Space, and we'll hope my internet behaves. There we go. So let's go to new project. And when I click on text, I want to look for Little Pinky. Let's do a search. Hopefully that's enough. And there it is. So I do have it available now in in Design Space to design, but I'm trying to remember which one of those little doodads is going to go with the letter A, and I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I going to do that? I don't remember. So I'm going to show you how you can use this thing called Character Map. This is on most of your computers and laptops, and you go ahead and open this, and this is going to show you, if we actually open it. Let's try one more time. There we go. So now I have, and let me just select that font. So we're here. No, we're on. Okay, sorry. No, we don't have it. So I have to select Little Pinky. Now I've got Little Pinky Doodle. Sorry about that, people. And let's go open the character map. So here's what you can do on your character map. I have another character map that's a free download from Microsoft, but your computer character map will actually allow you to download a lot more fonts or a lot more of your images. But this is a different font, which is called DJ Kitchen. So I'm going to go find my Little Pinky Doodles. Here we go. And I suppose I could have just written it down there on the bottom, so I didn't have to go through every single one of these. But I'm just a little slow. So here we go, Little Pinky Doodles. All right, so I can click on this one and select it. Click on that one and select it. I can click on that one and select it. And I click on that one and select it. So with this character map that's in your system, you can select several of these cute little fonts. And now I'm going to copy this. So at this point, the way to get these in your system is you have to have your text bar open, and you have to have that particular font selected. And if you were to right click, you're going to see the paste is grayed out, but don't worry, you can just hit Control V on your laptop, which is paste, and here you go. Now you've got all those cute little doodads from Little Pinky Doodles, and you're like, well, that is really cool. So you can use these in other designs that you want, and let me show you how to do that. So first of all, you can if you want to, let me step back a minute. If you want to save this, you now have the option to set up a collection or a file that you'd like. So you might have set up a file for all of your Dingbat fonts that you've saved, so you can come back to them if you like. But if I wanted to use this in a different project, because I like these two pretty well, and I want to use them in another project, but I didn't want to use a bunch of other stuff. Right now you can go up to File, select New Window, and it brings you to another Cricut Design Space. So all I need to do is copy, and now let's go down here. In this instance, Cricut will let you paste. So there's your new Pinky Doodles on this project. So you have the opportunity to save a bunch of these cool Dingbat fonts in a file or a collection, and you can go back and use one particular one that you want to, because you saw a cute design and you want to try to use it. But again, you can see you've got so many different things you can pick from, with all kinds of really fun images and designs that you can use. Like I think I have this one, and I really like all these little curly cues and doodads. And I can literally go back and look at all these great Dingbat fonts and there's an awful lot of categories, and find some stuff that I like. And even on these holiday ones, it has some holiday related Dingbat fonts. So I think a lot of designers who make those really fun SVG files that everybody likes, they use a lot of Dingbat fonts to do this. So I hope this helps you for your future designing, because you can do an awful lot of stuff in Cricut Design Space, and I thank you for watching.